Even I think that it was what a lot of people questioned whenever the likes of the Cheetahs and the Kings came into the competition. In my last year playing for Ulster, I actually made the trip down to play against the Southern Kings. And listen, the time zone, having no difference in time between the two countries makes a huge difference. And obviously the travel was quite difficult. I mean, I think it took us about 23 hours to get down there, between getting to London to Johannesburg and then across to Port Elizabeth. So that does take its toll, and I think that that's going to be difficult for the players. But I think that the more this competition evolves, it'll get easier. And in terms of identity for the likes of the URC, I think the URC have always been very open about bringing different teams. You had the likes of the Italians. We already had the Irish, the Welsh, the Scottish. The Italians came in, and the impact that they've had, some would question. But I think that the South African teams have really added that layer of competition, and that really is what we want. And it's only going to take time before we see these rivalries build up. Next year, I would imagine the next time Ulster welcome the Stormers up to Belfast, there's going to be a huge rivalry there. The supporters are really going to get behind it. Likewise, the Bulls and Leinster. So these competitions take time to build up these rivalries. And I think the tighter the games, the more interested the supporters and everybody will be. And likewise for Europe. Europe is already a really competitive, exciting competition. And with the English and the French teams, having the likes of, I suppose, Sia Khaleesi and Lucanio Am and huge worldwide players coming and playing in areas like La Rochelle in France, that just, the title holders are against Leicester Tigers. I think, it's all going to add to the competition. So yes, it does. Geographically, I'm sure it's kind of, a lot of people are scratching their heads, but I think from a commentator's point of view, certainly I do a show with the BBC here around Ulster, and chatting to the guys who are down in Cape Town last weekend, they said you can hear that the supporters are really starting to put two and two together. Like, there's Ian Henderson, who played for the Lions, who plays for Ireland, and same with Johnny Sexton and different players. And that's just going to take time, and between supporters getting to know the different players from different regions and different countries.